Hello, and welcome back to People Skills Pro. Today, we are going to tackle one of the most confusing, frustrating, and emotionally charged questions in the world of dating. Why do women so often say they want a nice guy, but then end up dating men who seem to be the exact opposite, the confident, rebellious, and often frustrating bad boys? Countless men have lived this experience. You try to be kind, respectful, and accommodating. You listen, you're reliable, you do everything you're supposed to do. You become the perfect nice guy. You might end up as her best friend, the one she calls for advice about the bad boy she's dating, but you never end up as her boyfriend. It can feel like a cruel joke, a paradox that makes no sense and leaves you feeling confused, resentful, and wondering if you have to become a jerk to be found attractive. I want to be clear from the start. The solution is not to become a jerk. The problem isn't that you are too nice. The problem is that the terms nice guy and bad boy are deeply misunderstood. They are not about being good versus evil. They are code for a collection of underlying traits, some of which are attractive and some of which are not. Today, we are going to do a deep dive into the psychology of this paradox. We will deconstruct what women really mean when they use these terms. We'll explore the powerful, subconscious drivers of attraction that the bad boy archetype taps into, and why the nice guy approach so often fails. And most importantly, we will show you how to resolve this paradox within yourself, not by becoming a bad person, but by integrating the best of both worlds to become the confident, strong, and kind man that women are truly, deeply drawn to. Deconstructing the labels. It's not what you think. The first and most important step is to throw away the surface-level definitions of these terms. This isn't about morality. It's about a collection of behaviors and mindsets. What is a nice guy? The unattractive definition. When women complain about dating bad boys and say they want a nice guy, they are not saying they want a man who is a doormat. They are describing the qualities of a good long-term partner, someone who is kind, loyal, respectful, and reliable. These are genuinely desirable traits for a relationship. However, the man who self-identifies as a nice guy and complains about being overlooked often embodies a very different set of traits under the guise of being nice. He is passive and conflict avoidant. He avoids expressing his own opinions, desires, or disagreements for fear of upsetting her or being disliked. He seeks approval. His niceness is often a strategy. He's nice in order to get something in return, her approval, her affection, a date. It's a transaction, and this inauthenticity is easily sensed. He lacks boundaries. He is overly available, will drop his own plans at a moment's notice for her, and often lets people walk all over him. He lacks a strong sense of self. His identity and happiness are often dependent on the validation of the woman he is pursuing. He doesn't have a strong purpose or mission outside of winning her over. This nice guy is not attractive, because he signals a lack of confidence, a lack of self-respect, and a lack of personal power. He is not a partner to stand beside. He is a follower looking for a leader. What is a bad boy? The attractive definition. Conversely, when we talk about the bad boy in this context, we are not talking about a man who is abusive, disrespectful, or a criminal. Those are just jerks, and while some women might unfortunately end up with them, that's a separate issue rooted in trauma and self-esteem, not simple attraction. The archetypal bad boy that creates that initial powerful spark embodies a set of traits that are universally attractive on a primal level. He is confident and unapologetic. He has a strong sense of self and does not seek validation from others. He is comfortable in his own skin with his own opinions. He is assertive and has strong boundaries. He knows what he wants, he is not afraid to say no, and he respects his own time and purpose. He is unpredictable and adventurous. He represents a break from the boring and mundane. He is exciting and creates a sense of adventure. He is a challenge. His attention and approval are not easily won. He has his own life and purpose, and she has to earn a place in it. This creates intrigue and raises his perceived value. The core issue is this: the nice guy offers comfort, but often at the expense of excitement and respect. The bad boy offers excitement, but often at the expense of comfort and security. The psychological drivers, attraction versus relationship qualities. The heart of this paradox lies in the difference between what triggers initial raw attraction and what makes for a stable, long-term partnership. Dr. Robert Glover, in his book No More Mr. Nice Guy, explains that humans have two parallel sets of needs in a relationship: a need for security and comfort, and a need for excitement and passion. The nice guy strategy is to provide an abundance of comfort and security. The bad boy archetype provides an abundance of excitement and passion. Women, like men, want both. When a woman says, "I want a nice guy," she is speaking from the part of her brain that desires security, reliability, and a good father for her future children. She is describing her ideal partner. However, the feeling of chemistry, that intoxicating spark of attraction, is often triggered by the traits embodied by the bad boy: confidence, assertiveness, mystery, and challenge. Her logical brain may be looking for the reliable partner, but her emotional primal brain is responding to the confident leader. This creates a powerful internal conflict, and very often the powerful pull of emotion wins in the short term. Why the bad boy traits trigger attraction. Let's break down exactly why these traits are so powerful. 1. Confidence is the ultimate aphrodisiac. Confidence is the bedrock of attraction. A man who is genuinely confident in himself, his purpose, and his decisions sends a powerful, subconscious signal of competence and high value. The bad boy archetype is dripping with this kind of confidence. He doesn't need her to like him for him to feel good about himself. This self-contained validation is magnetic. The nice guy, by constantly seeking her approval, signals the opposite. I need you to like me so I can feel okay. This is a sign of weakness, and it is unattractive. 2. The feeling of safety redefined. This is the most nuanced and important point. The nice guy thinks he offers safety through agreeableness and a lack of conflict. But this is a fragile form of safety. A woman often feels safer on a deeper, more primal level with the man who demonstrates the ability to handle the world. The bad boy archetype, with his assertiveness and strong boundaries, signals that he is not afraid of conflict. He seems capable of protecting himself, his resources, and, by extension, her. He can handle a rude waiter, a difficult negotiation, or a real-world problem. This strength creates a feeling of security that is far more profound than simply being agreeable. The nice guy's fear of conflict can subconsciously signal that he would be unable to handle a real threat, making him seem like a less effective protector. 3. The power of a challenge. In psychology and economics, there is a principle of scarcity. We value what is rare and difficult to obtain. The bad boy is a challenge. His time and attention are scarce resources because he has his own life and purpose. A woman has to work to earn his full attention, which makes that attention more valuable when she gets it. The nice guy often makes his attention and availability abundant and cheap. He'll text back instantly, cancel his plans for her, and give away his validation for free. By making himself constantly available, he inadvertently lowers his own perceived value. The solution: evolving into the good man. So, what is the answer? It is not to become a jerk. It is not to start treating people poorly. The answer is to resolve the paradox within yourself. The goal is to evolve into the good man, the man who integrates the best of both archetypes. The good man has the kindness, empathy, and respect of the nice guy, the confidence, boundaries, and purpose of the bad boy. He is kind but not a pushover. He is confident but not arrogant. He is assertive but not aggressive. He is a good person who is not afraid to be powerful. How to make the shift? Stop making her your purpose. The single biggest change is to find a mission for your own life that has nothing to do with women. It could be your career, a creative passion, a fitness goal, or a community project. When you have your own purpose, you stop seeking validation from her because you get it from your own achievements. Your life becomes the adventure, and you are inviting her to join, not making her the adventure itself. Practice saying no. Start setting boundaries in all areas of your life. Say no to things you don't want to do. Politely state your own opinion, even if it differs from others. Start with small things. This builds your assertiveness muscle and reinforces your self-respect. Embrace healthy conflict. View disagreements not as threats, but as opportunities to understand each other better. A calm, respectful disagreement where you both state your positions is a sign of a healthy, dynamic connection. Avoiding it at all costs is a sign of fear. Give yourself approval. Stop looking for her to tell you that you're smart, funny, or attractive. Acknowledge your own wins. Take pride in your own accomplishments. The more you validate yourself, the less you will need it from others, and the more attractive you will become. So let's finally answer the question, why do women say they want a nice guy but date bad boys? Because they are describing two different things. They want the qualities of a good man for a long-term partner, but they are often attracted to the traits of confidence and strength that the bad boy archetype displays so clearly. The nice guy fails not because he is kind, but because he lacks the strength, boundaries, and self-respect that true confidence is built on. The bad boy succeeds not because he is a jerk, but because he projects that powerful, unapologetic confidence. Your goal is not to choose between being nice or being a bad boy. Your goal is to become a good man, a man who is both kind and strong, a man who is respectful and has unshakable boundaries, a man who has a warm heart and a strong backbone. That is the man who is not only attractive in the short term, but is also the man she truly wants for the long term. That is the man you should aspire to be, not for her, but for yourself. If you found this deep dive helpful, please do me a favor and click the like button and subscribe to People Skills Pro for more practical advice on building a better life. Thank you for listening.